Welcome to another Spamtember recipe. So today we're using classic Spam. And what's the other food you think of when you think of preppers? You know, you think of Spam and you think of beans. So we are making baked Spam beans. Now, according to the Spam website where they keep a lot of recipes, this is the best baked bean recipe ever. So we're going to try it and I'll give you my honest take. Is it the best? Because it would be really hard to pass my baked beans. But I've never made it with Spam. So we're gonna give it a try today. This recipe doesn't have a lot of ingredients. Of course we have our Spam. And this is just using classic Spam. And then the other main ingredient is, and I suggest you use Campbell's pork and beans. Now, I just wanted to caution, you know, you might have this brand or another brand of beans on your shelf. I wouldn't use them to make this recipe. These already have, let's see, extra brown sugar in it. So we're starting out with the Campbell, which is basically beans in a tomato sauce. And then we're going to add our own spice and sweetener. That you are going to need 2 of the 15-ounce cans. I only had the large can, so I had to open another can. But you want 30 ounces of the beans in the tomato sauce. And then 2 onions diced up. It says they can be coarsely chopped. We're going to need 1 tablespoon of molasses, 1 tablespoon of chili sauce, which is hiding back there, and then 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, and 1 tablespoon of butter. And that's it. So let's get started. Okay, we'll open our Spam can. Now get it out. There we go. And now I'm going to put this on our handy dandy Spam slicer, which, hey, you may win if you're keeping comments. Okay. It's just so easy to do this. There we go. Now we want to keep it together. And we're going to keep it like this. Okay. Then you're just going to put them like that, and you're going to slice it so you get the individual dices. We'll be back when we're done. See how nice? All the individual dices. Now we have, see, all these nice individual dices. And of course you can do this by hand, but it's so much easier with a handy dandy Spam slicer. So if you don't have one of these handy dandy slicers, right, for your Spam, don't worry, it will dice up just fast and fine with a knife too. This just makes it a little easier and kind of fun. Now we're melting our 1 tablespoon of butter. We're putting in our onions. We're going to be cooking them in the butter until they become a little translucent. I'll be back. Now as the onion becomes more translucent, I'm also cooking the Spam. The recipe doesn't say to do that, but I do like it just a little bit browned on the edges. So we'll be back. So I put in 1 tablespoon of the chili sauce, 1 tablespoon of the molasses, 1/2 teaspoon of the chili powder, and then the onions and the Spam, and then we're just stirring it up really, really well. Yeah, smooth it out a little here. And now we're going to put it in our preheated oven. It should have been preheated to 400 degrees. And we're going to put it in there for about a half hour. You want to occasionally stir this too. Okay. So here it is out of the oven. It's not nearly as liquidy. Didn't get that deep brownish black molasses-like color that it showed in the recipe, but let's see how it tastes. So I dished it up. I'm going to let it cool off just a little bit. Steam is coming out, and then we'll do our taste test. Okay, let's do a taste test here. Flavor's pretty good. With this combination, the Spam doesn't overpower the dish. It's got about the right spices. This isn't bad. Now, is it the best ever baked beans? Well, maybe it's the best baked beans with Spam. I'm not sure. But I like my baked beans best, which has lots of bacon laid on top. And it cooks a long time until that bacon gets kind of crisp and brown and everything bubbles up. That's my favorite. But for a quick dish with Spam, hey, this isn't bad. Why don't you try it for your family? So, I hope you've enjoyed this video and are getting a lot of great ideas what you could make with Spam, which you probably have in your pantry. Now, there's other videos by Road Preparedness and Jenny Gao, so make sure you're checking them out on Wednesdays and Fridays. And comment on the videos and you might win one of those handy dandy Spam slicers. As always, thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope you subscribe, share the knowledge, and thumbs up if you like this video.